Hello everyone and welcome to today's morning report on Thursday the 18th of December with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. Once again, these markets are incredibly volatile today. A sharp rise to the upside. There's been a lot of impacts that have actually come through positively to support markets in the past 24 hours. First of all, starting with the support that's come in for the oil price, that has certainly helped to improve sentiment. And then also we had the Fed reassuring the market with the monetary policy last night. It continues to remain with rock bottom interest rates for a considerable time, those two key words there, but they've added the element of patience as well, and also Janet Yellen in her press conference has suggested that in the next two meetings the Fed is unlikely to be raising interest rates. So the market has taken that as very positively, and despite a very slight hawkish shift, nothing too significant, but the market has taken that as a very positive for risk assets. For example, treasuries were sold off, and equities gained on the back of that, and also the dollar gained very sharply to the upside yesterday. What we had is a couple of aspects of these markets whereby we saw the VIX index sharply lower. That obviously helped equity markets rally, but also we had the dollar index sharply higher as well. So a couple of big moves there on these charts, and that has had obviously big impacts on these financial markets. Now, also today we've had the SNB, the Swiss National Bank, cutting interest rates to negative now, to 0.2 down to 0.25% negative, which has resulted in dollar Swiss flying higher. And that is another aspect of why the dollar index also remains strong today. We have got also, just as a quick aside, the fact also that the Russian central bank will be supporting the ruble by selling, I think, around $7-8 billion dollars worth of foreign assets, foreign exchange assets, to help support the ruble. So that has also dragged the ruble lower in terms of dollar ruble, given the ruble support, and also that's helped to assuage any sort of fears in the market at the moment. So a lot of good things happening in the last 24 hours, which have sent markets sharply higher. What we've got today is the retail sales for the UK. That's expected to come in at 0.3% up on the month, which is actually slightly down year on year, but to 4.5% growth, but still looks fairly positive nonetheless. And also jobless claims for the States, 295,000 is the expectation there, so nothing too significant in terms of change from last week, but those jobless claims numbers continue to move in the right direction anyway. What we've got therefore is I'm going to look at the dollar CAD as my chart of the day, because we've had an interesting run higher in the CAD. This is in the last few months. We've had this big uptrend channel form on the CAD, and it's right at the top of the uptrend channel, and it's started to then find a little bit of resistance. Now, sort of if I focus here, we've got a dark cloud cover candlestick pattern, which is a sharp bullish candlestick, followed by a bearish candle, which sort of retraces over half of the bullish candle, and then followed by a long-legged doji candlestick as well, which again is an uncertain candlestick, which suggests uncertainty with the prevailing trend. So, added to the fact that today we're also seeing the CAD lower as dollar CAD rate lower as well, which suggests Canadian dollar strength. It just looks like we might be having a bit of a retracement within this channel. Look at this channel across the last few months. We've got, every time the RSI hits around 70, we see a bit of a retracement within the channel. I would say that although shorting within an uptrend channel is always a risky strategy, I would say perhaps be careful of any long positions you have on this at the moment, because it looks like we're going to be drifting lower. You've also had a crossover on the stochastics, which tends to does tend to have an impact on this chart. We haven't had the confirmation of that yet, but it's just the early days of that signal. But also, if you look on the intraday chart, you've seen this rolling over. We're actually in this uptrend, which is a sharper uptrend that I haven't actually drawn in on this chart. That uptrend sort of moves around that sort of level there, that uptrend within the uptrend channel. And we've got this uptrend that actually spiked lower yesterday to actually hit that uptrend pretty much. So that is obviously the initial key support, but it looks like we're just drifting sideways and may even enter into a bit of a correction phase on this dollar CAD chart at the moment. So some interesting moves that we're seeing on dollar CAD at the moment. Okay, so I wish you good luck in your trading. Just one quick thing. Also, if the oil price does start to find support and starts to rally, that would tend to be positive for the CAD, because it's an oil producing country. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.